Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin. Today I have a yoga class for you that is very gentle and very good for those of you who have back pain. Now with today's practice, I recommend having 2 blocks or books, a bolster or some pillows, and a blanket. This will be a very gentle, restorative-like sequence to help alleviate common back pain. If you do have back pain though, I really recommend listening to your body in today's practice and every practice, but never pushing yourself to a point where you feel more discomfort. The point of this practice is to make you feel better, not worse. So always listen to your body, respect your body, and when you're ready, I'll see you on the mat. Start by lying down on your back in any position that provides you with relief. For me, that is the soles of my feet on the mat width distance apart, my knees knocking in towards one another. Once you find your position, you can close your eyes and take a few moments here just settling into your body. Noticing how you're feeling in your body today. And chances are, if you clicked on this video, you might be feeling a little bit of back pain. Can you notice any areas in your body that feel nice and soft? Or areas that actually feel really good? Even if that just means the tip of your pinky finger. And for this practice, I want you to really listen to your body more than you ever had in any practice of your life. So taking rest when you need it, modifying when you need it. Maybe you spend the entire practice right here in your restful shape. Honoring what you need right now. If you'd like to move on, you can slowly blink your eyes open and gather your knees one at a time into your chest, giving yourself a little squeeze. And it could feel quite nice to rock from side to side, or egg beater style, you hold on to your knees and take them in circles away from one another and then back towards one another. And you can take your circles the other direction. And then pull your knees back into your chest. You keep that right knee in and take your left leg long across the floor. Very gentle twist. Use your left hand to take your right leg across your body. Reach your right fingertips off to the right and roll onto your outer left hip. If this causes any pain at all in your lower back, just lie on your back again and find your restful shape. Gently roll onto your back. Pull your knees back into your chest, give yourself that little squeeze, maybe that rock from side to side, and then let's swap sides. Keep your left knee in, take your right leg long, and then twisting towards the right. Your left hand goes off to the left side, your left knee comes across your body to the right, and the back of your left shoulder stays connected to the mat. Draw your navel to your spine, pull onto your back, pull your knees into your chest. And then make your way up to seated. It might feel nice to rock back and forth along the length of your spine, or you might roll off onto your right side and press your way up to your comfy seat. Find a cross-legged position where your heels are in line with one another and your pelvis, and your hips are higher than your knees. So that might mean sitting on top of your blanket or your bolster for a little bit of extra support. Good. Take your hands to your knees and then do gentle circles clockwise. So big circles rolling back, or little circles. Really whatever your body is calling for. So bringing a little bit of movement into the hips and the lower back, maybe the upper back, and your shoulders get involved. All right, one more. And then you'll pause in the middle with a nice long spine. You'll take your left fingertips behind you, sweep your right fingertips to the sky, inhale, and exhale, twist to the left. Gently take your right hand to the back of your left thigh. Get nice and long through your spine, and exhale. You might twist a little bit deeper, looking over that left shoulder, but you're moving gently. Very gently unravel. Take your fingertips to the mat, lift your chest. You might stay here with your eyes closed, just feeling your long spine, or you might start to walk your hands forward a little bit, finding a little stretch through that lower back and into your hips. Start to walk your hands back towards you. You're gonna switch the cross of your legs, so it feels like a little bit strange. The weird leg is on foot. The weird leg is in front. And then hands once again will come to your shins. This time we'll do circles the opposite direction, so counterclockwise. One more. Good. Pause in the middle, get your nice long spine. Take your right fingertips behind you, sweep your left fingertips to the sky, inhale. Exhale, twist towards the right. Very gentle. Unravel. Plug your fingertips into the mat. Widen your collarbones, lift your chest, inhale. And maybe you walk your hands forward. Hands will walk back towards you. And you'll come off of your props and into all fours. Stacking your shoulders over top of your wrists, your hips above your knees. Very gently, any motions that feel good in your body to wake it up. So cat-cow really might feel nice. Inhaling to drop your belly, lift your tail, your chest, and your face. Exhaling to round through your spine. And repeating like that. Or you might give your hips a little wiggle side to side. You might stick with those big circles. You might take it into child's pose. So you're really honoring what your body, what your back needs to feel good. And more often than not, it's really gentle movement. And you probably won't go the deepest you've ever gone into shapes today. But you're just trying to listen to your body, honor what your body needs so that you can feel better. One more full cycle of breath. Good. Find your tabletop position, stacking shoulders over top of wrists, hips above your knees. I want you to press your left palm down, sweep your right fingertips to the sky on your inhale. On your exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Come onto the outside of your right shoulder and your right cheek and plant your left palm in front of your nose. So it stays exactly as it is. You're gonna tack your left hip back in space. And then press into your left palm to re-sweep your right fingertips to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Let's swap. Inhale, sweep your left fingertips to the sky. Exhale, thread left under right. Right hand presses down. She loves to think when I do yoga that I'm here for her entertainment. So forgive my cat for being talkative. And press into the right palm. Inhale, sweep your left fingertips to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, your left hand comes down. I want you to tuck your toes, lift your hips back and up to a really gentle downward facing dog. So you can bend your knees quite generously, just trying to find a really long spine. Then walk your hands back towards your feet. You're forward folding at the back of your mat, once again with super generously bent knees. I want you to be able to land your belly on your thighs, let the crown of your head be heavy, and then grab opposite elbows and take any sort of movement or stillness that your body needs. So the bigger the bend in the knees, the happier you're going to be. She agrees. Good. Let your hands come back down to the mat. You're gonna crawl yourself forward to downward facing dog. Really generous bend in the knees here still, so you have a long spine. And then lower your knees down onto the earth. Okay. Now take your right foot to the outside of your right hand. This is where bringing your hands to blocks or to your bolster is probably gonna feel quite nice. You're gonna sink your hips and lift your chest. And if your toes turn out, make sure that your knee turns out with it. So if you look at your right knee, you want it to be on a 90-degree angle with no pain in that right knee joint. So right here, we're stretching out your left hip flexor, the front of your left hip, that psoas muscle, which can contribute to lower back pain. And then start to heel toe your right foot in. You'll pick up your block or your right palm and take it to the outside of your right hand, your right foot. So your hands now frame your right foot. And I want you to send it back gently to half split. So you're starting to extend that right leg, peeling your right toes towards your face. And this doesn't have to be the deepest split ever, but I want you to lead with your heart. So think about reaching your heart towards your toes. And when you can't really reach your heart towards your toes anymore, then you can let it round. Good, let's inhale gently forward. You can take your blocks off to the side. We're set up for pigeon on your right side. So your hands will frame that right foot. You start to walk your right foot towards the left side of your mat. You'll keep your right ankle flexed and bring your right knee down. Now your shin does not need to be parallel to the top of your mat, but you do want to make sure there's no pain in that right knee. On your inhale, lift your chest. You might stay lifted, or on your exhale, you could fold forward. Now props are nice here. A bolster can be lovely to lie over top of, or your blocks. You start to walk your hands back towards you. You can take your bolster off to the side if you used it. Press into your palms, scooch the left knee forward, and then take it back to all fours. From here, you'll take your left foot to the outside of your left hand and grab a hold of your blocks again if you used them on the first side. If you turn your knee out, make sure the toes are turned out as well and that the action is coming from your hip joint, so there's no pain in your left knee. Press your hands down to lift your chest high and breathe into the front of your right hip. Begin to heel toe your left foot towards your left thumb. Your hands now frame your left foot. You'll lift your chest on an inhale, and on your exhale, glide back to half split, extending your left leg long, pressing through your left heel, and peeling your left toes towards your face. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale to reach your heart towards your toes. Maybe the crown of your head comes heavy, but if it does, it's the last thing to go. Come forward to your low lunge. Take your blocks off to the side unless you use them for pigeon on your right side. Heel toe that left foot towards your right hand. Drop your left knee down, keeping your left ankle flexed. Scoot your right toes back. Lift your chest, inhale, you might stay lifted, or exhale, folding perhaps to your bolster, or once again using your blocks. On your inhale, walk your hands back towards you. And bring the right knee back in. Just take it back to all fours, and then bring your two big toes to touch. Separate your knees to mat width distance apart, and sink your sits bones towards your heels for child's pose. If it feels better to bring your knees together in your child's pose, then you can do that as well. Bring your forehead to the earth. Start to walk your hands back towards your knees so that you can find a kneeling position and roll off to one side to sit on your bum. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide apart with a diamond shape. So there's quite a bit of space between your heels and your pelvis. Bring your hands to your shins, lift your chest, and then different than what I've been saying, I want you to tuck your chin towards your chest and roll down. So rolling, rolling, rolling. And inhale, tuck your chin towards your chest. Slowly roll all the way up. Use your hands underneath your knees. Guide your knees close like a book. Place the soles of your feet on the earth. And then if you have a bolster or a pillow, you can bring it somewhere close by. So you have it for your Shavasana. And roll down onto your back. Keep your left foot as it is. Kick your right heel up towards the sky. Keep your right ankle flexed as you take it to your left thigh. You can stay in this figure 4 shape or reach through the little window you've made and hold on to the back of your left thigh or the front of your left shin. Letting your tail and shoulders be quite heavy here. And then placing the sole of your left foot back down onto the earth. Keep your legs in your figure 4 position, but cactus your arms and let your legs fall towards the left. So the outside of your left foot and leg is on the mat, and the sole of your right foot is on the mat with your knee pointing up to the ceiling. And you could look over your right shoulder if that feels good. Draw your navel to your spine, roll onto your back. Press the sole of your right foot to the mat. Kick your left heel to the sky so we can switch sides. Left ankle comes to your right thigh. Stay here or reach through the window you've made and thread the needle. The sole of your right foot will meet the mat. You'll cactus your arms and let your legs fall as they are towards the right. Maybe you look over your left shoulder. Draw your navel to your spine, roll onto your back, uncross your legs, pull your knees into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. You can stay here or kick your heels to the sky and grab a hold of your ankles. Your lower back will lift off the mat, but you'll keep your gaze up at the ceiling, so you do not move your head in this shape. You want the natural curve of your neck to stay as is. And we'll take a little forward fold. So you'll pull your legs towards you and give yourself a squeeze with your legs long. So as I said, your lower back lifts. You're kind of balancing on that space between your shoulder blades, but no pressure on your neck. And let your tail be heavy. So you feel a little bit of a stretch through the lower back. And then from here, you're making your way into the most important shape of the practice, Shavasana. And here's where I really recommend, if you have a bolster or some pillows, to take them underneath your thighs or knees. That way you have a little bit more of a supported lower back and a supported Shavasana here. Extending your legs out long, collecting your shoulders onto your back, spinning your palms up towards the sky, closing your eyes, and softening into your shape. can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. When you are ready to move on, bring small movements to your fingers and your toes. Give your head a little shake from side to side. Put your knees into your chest or place the soles of your feet on the mat or your bolster and roll over onto your right side. Pause there to check in and notice how your lower back is feeling. And gently make your way to a seated position. Your bolster is right there, so you could find a seat on your bolster. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Thank yourself for taking this time on your mat today to do what feels right for you. Thank yourself for honoring and listening to your body. Namaste. Thank you so very much for sharing your time with me. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see videos like this in your inbox weekly. You can hit like if you enjoyed today's class, and comment down below to let me know if this helped your back pain, or if you have any ideas of videos that you would like to see in the future. Thank you again. I really appreciate you for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye for now.